Even got my portrait kinks worked out that we had last time, so a couple bits of screen tearing as well are all done. Yeah, that sounds fine. It's got a Salamence in it, so again, the goal of the Dark Dragons deck is to set up. The goal of the Dark Dragons deck is to set up a dragon with set up a dragon with set up a dragon with some dragon energies on it, and then be attacking with a Darkrai. Darkrai-EX is our primary attacker here. He does 20 damage plus 20 more for each dark energy on all of our Pokemon. So that means he's able to count the double dragon energies on our dragons as 2 darks. We very cleverly discarded 2 dark energies to our first computer search there, so we get to go ahead and patch those dark energies onto this Darkrai here on our bench. Let's go ahead and go patch here. This is a really solid opener for us. Then we get to go ahead and put this on here, and then we get to go ahead and end and shuffle our hand back in and draw some more cards. What does this Lapras do? 110 hit points, flip 3 coins for each heads, attach a water energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. That seems like medium at best. Oh, so I have... Man, this hand just keeps getting better. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and Ultra Ball here, and I'm going to ditch Ultra Ball Dark Energy. Why do we not attach Dark Energy to Sala? Because I'm going to draw Dragon Energy at some point for that. I'm going to grab Giratina for now, and then I'm going to go ahead and patch onto this other Darkrai here. And I'm going to hold off on playing out something onto my bench for now, because I'm not sure if I'm going to want to draw this or just deploy this out. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn here. We were on the play, so we couldn't attack on the first turn anyways, so there was no point in getting a Dark Energy on this, so we could retreat it back to our bench. This game is so degenerate. It's not degenerate, it's just the resources work differently here than they do in the other games. I enjoy it. Nice, everything working on a little bit of a different axis. Oh, do you need some more to drink, bud? Okay, I'm gonna run and fill Jake's juice cup up for him while my opponent takes their turn. I'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. Just starting off. My opponent's got some stuff going on here themselves. He gives the illusion of degeneracy when you come for the card game. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Like, people that, like, if you come from a game that's Magic or based on Magic, like Hearthstone or Hex or all these other card games that, like, follow a resource system similar to what Magic does, you're doing a lot in this game compared to those games when you take your turn, so... Alright, another Reverse Valley. I think what I actually want to do here is Lysandre up their Lapras. I guess I do the Keldeo. So right now my Darkrai is hitting for... I've got 4 Dark Energies across all of my Pokemon, so that's plus 80. So this is hitting for 100, 110. I guess this is actually just lethal on this. I could just, like, put the Keldeo or this up. I'm not likely to be able to one-hit either of these, though. I'm going to need, so if I'm doing 110 right now, I guess I need 3 more energy, so I just need an Elixir plus a double dragon. Alright, I'm going to put the Keldeo up and try and knock this out. And the reason why I'm playing the Lysandre out here is so I can draw an extra card with my Shaymin, which might be wrong, because I could hit a supporter that draws otherwise. Alright, we hit double dragon and Elixir, so if this Elixir hits, we'll be able to knock this out. My Elixirs never hit, so Elixir looks at the top 6 cards of your deck, and then, if there's a basic energy among them, you get to attach that energy to one of your benched Pokemon. So, we are 20 points of damage short here since we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Dark Energies, which is 120, and then he does plus 20, so 140, and then Reverse Valley gives us an extra 10. I have seen the stuff they're piling into MM17. Seems good. Finally, look, their reprint set finally has needed reprints in it. That's so weird. That's so strange. That's so strange. The good news here is that unless they find a Fighting Fury belt for this Lapras, with a double Dragon Energy, we can knock this out next turn. Unless, of course, they GX attack us and paralyze us. That's a very real possibility here. But I guess we could hit an Escape Rope and still be able to knock something out. So, the GX attack, you're going to see this thing flip over for my opponent here. They only get to use one GX attack per game. So we're going to go ahead and grab the N here, and we'll both shuffle our hands back into our decks and draw 6 cards. Okay, we found a rope. That's good. Yeah, I think I'm just roping. I'm going to go ahead and put this Dark Energy on here, and then go ahead and Escape Rope. This makes both of us switch our Pokemon. Because my Pokemon's paralyzed, I can't retreat it, so... And then whichever of these they switch up to, we're gonna get to knock out with this Darkrai. Because this Darkrai is hitting for 170 now, I believe. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is 140, 160, 170 with the Reverse Valley. So yeah, it's like 170 or 110 guy. Get Fighting Fury belt for the prize here. Yeah, the fact that, like, Damnation's not a mythic and the fetch lands aren't mythics, like, these cards will actually, like, have meaningful value. Shaymin-EX Outrage does 10 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. It hits for 150. That doesn't seem particular. I wonder if there must be an MEX that this evolves into, right? That's reasonable, because this card doesn't seem particularly reasonable on its own. Got another Lapras GX here. They've already used their GX attack here, so they can either draw 3 cards with this or hit me for 160. And if they 160 me, I can one-shot them back if I hit an appropriate energy with this Sycamore, which is hopefully likely. Oh, that's not good for me. So they're gonna oh, wait, what? My opponent just made a pretty big mistake there. They should have Lysandred up my Darkrai that had damage on it. I'm really confused as to why that just happened like that. But, you know, I'll take it. I'm going to put this on here, I think. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is currently hitting for 140, 160, 170, 180. And then putting this Dark Energy on something will make this 190. Yeah, I have no idea why they didn't kill the Darkrai there. If they would have knocked this out, it would have reduced the amount of damage I'm doing by 40, and then I likely wouldn't have been able to knock out the Lapras on the crack back here. So just a pretty big mistake on my opponent's part there. We don't have any Darks in our discard pile right now, so Dark Patch doesn't currently do anything. So we're down to just 3 prizes. We're going to have plenty of reasonable attackers here. They can't one-shot this. Yeah, I'm just going to see place it. They're pretty far up the creek at this point. Let's queue another, shall we? Yeah, Pokecoins. Climb those verses. I hope everyone's having a good good Monday afternoon. Hope everyone had a good weekend. If you're a Pokemon TCGO player and you're looking to buy codes, I now have an affiliate link with Oak codes. So if you want to... Oh, MTG bot is dead. God bless it. Right, I forgot that was dead. That's really annoying. So... if you use this link that I'm posting in chat to buy codes on there, you will help support the stream. this hand's pretty good. So we got a Darkrai, which is the first part of what we're looking to do here, and then we've got a Nest Ball, which can go get a Dragon out of our deck because it's any basic out of our deck right onto our bench, and then we can like Ultra Ball for like Hoopa into Shaymin and some other stuff here. Opponent looks like they're playing some kind of Volcanion deck here in Expanded. We've got just one Nest Ball in the deck, just like an extra way to fish things out. Would like to draw an extra card, thank you. Alright, another Dark Patch. So what am I doing here? I'm going to go ahead and Nest Ball and get a look for what's in our deck here. I'm going to go ahead and grab Salamence here, seems fine. And then we're going to go ahead and Ultra Ball, ditching Olympia and Dark Patch. Putting the Dark Patch in the discard pile is great for us, because it lets us, or putting the Dark Energy in the discard pile is great for us because of this Dark Patch in our hand. We'll grab this Hoopa here, and then Hoopa is going to go ahead and search up this guy, and a Shaymin. Oh, this hand's really good. Let me just get rolling right on off here. So we get to go ahead and do this. We have to go ahead and patch this dark from our discard pile onto our Darkrai. We get to go ahead and put a Fighting Fury Belt on here. We get to put Double Dragon on here. We get to Shaymin and draw 5 cards. We are doing it, fam. So one of the designs that confused me is why EX evolutions are basics. I guess it's just legendaries are de facto best slot. So I think the lore behind these being basics is you can find evolved Pokemon or encounter evolved Pokemon out in the wild, I think is the logic behind it. Then I'm going to go ahead and Sycamore again here. I switched up my one that has the energy on it. And this way, if we hit a Dark Patch like we just did, I can go ahead and patch this one out of my discard pile onto this guy. And I think I'm just going to pass the turn here. Yeah, it seems pretty good. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Dark Energy set up that turn. So that's 100 damage, plus 20 is 120, plus our Fighting Fury Belt is 130, and then this Double Dragon Energy will be 170. This is the downside to playing Hoopa, is, oh, their hand doesn't do anything. Oh, huh, that's pretty good for us. Yeah, well, I'm going to put a Dark, this is only each of your Pokemon that has Dark, nope, yep, so if I put a Dark Energy on here, and then I go ahead and Sycamore, let's find a Dark Patch or an Elixir. Could still find a Dark Patch or an Elixir. Does Reverse Valley do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 120. We're a little short here, so I can go ahead and retreat this to here. 5, 6, 120. You love watching me play Magic? Yeah, I don't plan to attend too many more Paper Magic tournaments this year. Mostly just local events. My opponent's hand is obviously very bad, and they're just not doing anything. I might play a team event in the Midwest, and I'm just going to play, like, local 1Ks and stuff like that, but, like, Hex is having, like, weekly cash tournaments now on top of their every other month 5K cash tournament, so, like, between that and, like, this weekend I'm going to play in a Paper Pokemon tournament, and the Paper Pokemon tournaments have better cash payouts than Magic tournaments, so, like, if there's a better route for playing a game in Paper, like, why bother? Plus, like, these games are a little bit more enjoyable than Magic lately. Modern's degenerated. Standard's been pooped for a while in Magic's format. So, unfortunately, we came up a little bit short on that turn of knocking out the Keldeo, so we would have just gotten the win right there. Looks like we're going to actually play a game now. Opponent's getting set up here. And I keep working and developing / streaming on Kiki Cord. Yeah, possibly. We'll see. I'm definitely not, like, done playing Magic. Like, I'm gonna still work on ideas for Magic stuff. So I think I want to actually computer search for a I think I want to computer search for just a Double Dragon Energy here, just because, like, it's plus 40 damage. Yeah, there's only one left in the deck, so I'm going to go ahead and get the Double Dragon. I'm going to go ahead and put the Double Dragon on here. I'm going to go ahead and slide the Reverse Valley out. What decks are we considering for college this week? I think I'm playing Rainbow Road. This is the only other deck I'd come close to playing, I think. And I think I'm lending this one to one of my buddies who's coming with me to the event. So I have 1, 2, this is 6, 7, 8. So this is dealing 160, 180, and then this and this. I think I want to just Sycamore here. Discarding these two feels kind of bad, but I really want to hit a patch or an elixir, and this patch is lethal then, right? So I go ahead and do this, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is 180. Yes, this says 220. I'm just going to go ahead and elixir here just because. Oh, wow, look, we even hit with that. We are running good today, gentlemen and gentle ladies. This should be 240, I believe. Yeah. What does the other Darkrai do? Yeah, this other Darkrai does have a different text box than the Darkrai I'm playing. So, its attack we're not typically using. We're using it for its Dark Cloak ability here, which is any of our Pokemon with Dark Energies on it get a free retreat cost. It's kind of like our alt Keldeo type card. Sometimes I play Hydreion in these configurations, but today I've got just a Giratina and a Salamence. I think that's okay. Only playing 2 dragons might be a touch greedy, but we'll play a few more games and see how it feels. So this archetype that I'm playing right now, the Dark Dragons deck, recently did well at... I believe this was the deck that just won the Anaheim Regional, which was standard. But this deck has some more tools the standard version doesn't have, such as Dark Patches and stuff like that. Yes, this is the archetype that won. They actually just posted the Anaheim Regional events on the main site, so you can check those out here. Show how much damage it attack did? Sure. Those would be nice. Man, this hand's great. It just doesn't have a basic in it. It's got this Ultra Ball. This Ultra Ball is kind of a basic. Can I use that? Can I just like use this to get a basic? Please? Please? I agree that rotating breaks would be ideal. Oh no! Taking a couple mulligans here. Oh, what a just a brutal beating. The old double mulligan into the Shaymin opener. I see the spoilers. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of keeping an eye on them, but like I'm not playing as much Magic anymore, and like the cost of cards doesn't really affect me because I just don't. Oh, and we're on the draw. So my opponent's got a Rowlet here, so likely playing the I forget what the Darkrai-EX GX. Yep. Darkrai-EX. This hand as a whole actually isn't that bad, unless of course exactly like as Zintoth just said there. If the other Shaymin is prized, this hand might go south pretty quickly, but we'll see. We'll see. You ever played any games beside card games competitively? I have not. By the time I was done with college, card games were about the only thing I was still playing. I played a lot of Counter-Strike Source during high school and college, but just like never had enough time to do them too competitively. I'm just getting into Pokemon. I've played Magic for 50 years. Well, I've been playing Magic for a similar amount of time, and I'm also just getting into Pokemon. I started playing the online game in December, and I'm going to my first large paper tournament this weekend. Pretty excited. Alright, so we hit a Dark Patch here, which is kind of great since we have these two here already. I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball and ditch these two energies and see what we've got in our deck here. Hoopa. God, we have Hoopa and Shaymin are both in the deck. God bless. So let's grab Hoopa. Let's search. So we need a Dragon, a Shaymin, and a Darkrai at this point. I think this is what I want to do. So I can do this into Dark Patch onto here. And then I think I just want to Computer Search as an Ultra Ball basically here. And just like ditch both of these. I guess I could just get another Dark Patch out of my deck here, right? That's not the worst, just like guaranteed another energy this turn. I could also get like this Darkrai, but yeah, I think I'm actually just gonna grab this Dark Patch. So let's Dark Patch onto this Darkrai, and then go ahead and Shaymin, draw 6 cards. Alright, so what do we want to do here? Always lead on Trainer Mail before the Elixir. I don't really want either of these cards, but I guess I want one less card in my deck to try and hit with the Elixir. Yep, so I'm going to go ahead and Max Elixir here. I'm going to go ahead and put this Dark. I'm going to spread the Darks out here a little bit, because I would like to not be able to get Lysandre locked once I get the other Darkrai on my bench. I think I'd rather have the other Darkrai on my bench as opposed to the Salamence. So my opponent's got 6 cards in their hand right now, but they also kind of stopped doing stuff for the turn, but they'd already played a supporter as well. So, like, I guess I really don't care about the rest of these cards in my hand, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Sycamore here. The only way this kind of gets us into trouble is if my opponent, has a... My opponent has a way to kill this Giratina, I could get into some trouble here. I'm going to go ahead and play this and grab this third Darkrai out of my deck. I could also get in trouble here. This is one of the things that's kind of awkward about... I tested this deck without Hoopa for a little while. With Hoopa in the deck, you often get into situations like this where, like, I would like another Dragon and another Darkrai on my bench, but, like, I led on Shaymin as my opener, and I have this Hoopa, and, like, my bench is just, like, full and clunked up now. So not the greatest. We did have a pretty good turn getting set up, though. We didn't get to attack, unfortunately. Oh, that's a Quaking Punch. Oh, that's annoying. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energies on my bench here. Oh, they're playing the Toad Destoy deck like we were playing. That's cute. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Darks. So that's... Oh, we knew that was coming, too. Shoot. Super Scoop Up's a... interesting ace spec. I'm not sure why you wouldn't just have Computer Search. Maybe it's a cost thing. Ace spec or Super Scoop Up's cheaper. So Seismitoad is going to lock us from playing items during our next turn, which is fine. We really don't have any items we're really looking to play. I think I'm just going to Olympia and then... We drew a Dark Energy, though. Okay, the fact that we drew a Dark Energy means I can just put this on here and then retreat it for free. I'm going to go ahead and Sycamore. I can't play items out because of my opponent's Seismitoad, so I'm just going to go ahead and Dark Pulse here. Good clean 130. Yeah, buying boxes, that's a good... Buying boxes of any TCG is generally bad value. I concur. I got a good deal, so it wasn't bad value, is what you just said, so I get it. I mean, if you get a box of Pokemon cards at half price, it's probably fine value, too. So they get to evolve all of their guys now. I guess not having a second dragon, if they're smart, they're going to go after this Giratina here, I think. Not going after the Giratina. Deal. Yeah, I'm not really gonna... I'm just gonna put this on here and then Dark Pulse, I think. Knock this guy out. For a good clean 160. Collect 2 prizes. First regional this weekend, yep. So that means we're gonna be able to play items next turn. Which we've got this Dark Patch here. Which we can't actually use yet. He might actually knock this out, which would be kind of annoying for us. So he can do 90 with this. Yeah, he could actually knock this out this turn. Oh no! Oh, our hand was so good. So end shuffles our hand back into our deck and we only get 4 new cards. We had 2 elixirs and a dark patch and just like all these things we wanted to be doing. I not only the new set for Hex am I hyped about, but we've got the new set coming up and we've got Immortal coming up. I'm super excited to do that. So these are probably going to start mowing down Giratina here. I think we were just a little bit too slow here. Really, we're going after the Shaymin and not the one with the energy on it. Okay, I'm kind of confused. I'll go ahead and put this up here. And the worst part about this hand, we have 3 darks in it, so this is going to miss. Yep, just like almost guaranteed to miss. Well, crap. I think I'm just holding out for a double dragon here. We missed on double dragon and don't have another energy to play. Man, just getting super punished in every possible way. I guess we hit with that elixir. Hitting with that elixir is some upside for us. Let's go ahead and do this and grab this and put it on here. And then I can put Fighting Fury Belt on here to get him loaded up. And then I can go ahead and retreat to this. That seems plenty reasonable. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is doing 140, 160, 170 right now. So I'm going to 2-shot their Decidueye. I think my bot is dead. There we go. Look at that. Back. All right. MTG bot was dead for a little while there. Click on that link. You'll need to log in to be able to see the contents of that link, but that link is what you want. Oh no, don't Lysandre my Shaymin with the damage on it. So that's why we were stacking damage on the other Shaymin, because this was going to be able to... Okay. Yeah, we're going to lose this game, right? Yeah, we're dead. So our opponent is going to be able to go up to 100 damage on here, and they're going to knock this out, and we can knock this out, but they're just going to be able to kill this on their next turn, and they collect their last 4 prizes here. So Shaymin is not free. It is definitely a liability, and the fact that we had to lead on Shaymin as the basic in our opener is definitely the reason we lost that game. Definitely why we died. Shaymin has a real cost. No basics, mulligan. Do you lose? I don't know what you mean by that. Like, do you play for ante? No, I don't think any modern games play for ante. Oh, the Shaymin starts feel so miserable. I'm remembering why we cut the Hoopa from this deck. And the Parallel City to boot. This hand was medium. It's probably about as good as an average new 6. The escape rope in it was nice since we're poisoned to sleep, though. This hand's like, okay. It's got an N in it, so we get to redraw with it at least. Alright, there's a world where with a good sequence of hits here, we take our opponent out, or we could win the game. And 170 is a pretty tall order for the first turn for this deck. Trainer Mail. Max Elixir is an okay pickup here. I think I would have rather hit a Stadium or Reverse Valley to bump their Parallel City here. Alright, sweet. We hit with that. Let's go ahead and attach that here. Let's go ahead and play N, draw 6 new cards. Well, theoretically 6 new cards, so we could get that same one back, I guess. And I mentioned with a really good draw, we'd be able to win the game this turn. We did not have a particularly good set, so let's pass the turn back here. That's ridiculous, Blondie. Just for reference, I'm of the opinion that your statement is ridiculous. Like, it made people be less reckless. That's not real. It's not. Doesn't seem like real life in the slightest. Maybe it made a particular subset of people less reckless, but like it also probably made like entry fees and having reasonable prizes also makes particular subsets of people be less reckless. There's always going to be some amount of people that are reckless regardless. Is that someone we actually know, Ryan? Or is this an internet, the most internet of randoms? No, don't kill my Salamence, I like him. Oh, and it died to poison. Okay, sure. Let's go ahead and put Salamence up here for now. Let's put this up here. And then Ultra Ball, ditch these two. Let's go ahead and grab... you know what? I should have... I've only got 2 EXs out. I probably should have not put the other Double Dragon on here. So I've got 2 bench spots. I've got 3 bench slots left, so I can get Hoopa, Shaymin Darkrai. That seems like medium. I really need to get a Fury Belt onto this guy so that way he's not in danger of getting two-shotted by these guys. Yeah. Or getting Lysandered out. Let's grab these two, I think. I don't think I want to rope because I'd like to take this Yveltal out this turn, ideally. We're looking for patches and elixirs at this point. Alright, there's an elixir, a little miss. God! Playing elixir is such a tilting... Elixir is such a tilting card. Such a tilting card. Yeah, let's verse... I actually don't really want to draw either of these, so let's ditch these for this and hit done, and then verse Seeker for N. I guess having the Dark Energy in my deck for Elixir purposes wouldn't be the worst, but having it in the bin for Dark Patch purposes also isn't that bad. And we hit both, so, you know. Let's always mail before we Elixir so we can thin the deck out a little bit here. Grab a Computer Search is fine. That's probably going to be another Dark Patch, honestly. And we got 2 in there. Hey, we hit! Alright, patch onto there. Dark Patch again, onto here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 7. So that's 140, 160. I'm hitting for 170 right now, so I don't need to Computer Search this turn for this to be lethal. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and hit with this, right? 4, 5, 6, 7 is 140. Plus 20 is 160. Plus 10 is 170. So yeah, pulse. Knock your guy out. This guy has plus 40 hit points from the Fighting Fury Belt that it had on. My Salamence was able to retreat for free because the Double Dragon energies on it count as Dark Energies for our other Darkrai-EX, which gives it a free retreat cost. Nice good clean interactions there. Hypno Laser. And we're sleepy. That's unfortunate. They've got 4 EX Pokemon on their bench now, so Salamence is going to be super lethal when he gets frisky. Please have missed on energy. Rats. So they're going to get to do 60-60 here. Really want a Fighting Fury belt here. And we want to wake up from our poison. If we wake up from our poison, we can retreat this to here. This is going to beat up to 90 damage, though, which kind of hurts. There's also the fact that my opponent, I could computer search a room. You're not wrong. Instead, let's just wake up. Let's do this on here. I think I'm searching a Fighting Fury belt for this Salamence at this point. All of my FFBs are prized? Good lord. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Man, that's rough. I guess I'll take this elixir for now, I think. Hit. It's possible I should wait on this. Retreat for free because of this Darkrai. So if he's got another energy and a Lysandre, we're going to be in trouble. But I mean, if he doesn't, we're doing okay. If he doesn't have Lysandre, is there a Lysandre in here? I'll grab another prize. Still not the Fighting Fury belt. He does not have a Lysandre here, which means he needs to naturally have the Lysandre. He can't just, what's it called? He can't just Verse Seeker. Alright, that's a double colorless energy, sure. Fuck. So that lets him switch this up and knock it out. Really unfortunate for us, because I also binned my Giratina. I don't have a third dragon in this configuration, do I? Almost certainly a mistake. The upside here is he's going to knock out my Salamence, and then I'm going to get to end him down to 2 cards. So, like, that's some upside. Like, we might be able to work our way through this game. I guess I could also, like, go on the Lysandre down your team route. Ending him's probably better for us overall, though. Because, like, another line available to me is, like, switch this up, Lysandre up the Shaymin, knock out the Shaymin, Verse Seeker, Lysandre up the next Shaymin the following turn. So this lets him switch off an energy from this to something else. You know, go ahead and slide this on up here. Dark Patch, sure. 4, 5, 6. So this is hitting for 120, 140, 160. Do I think I have another dark energy in here? I don't. That's really sad. Give him a rope-a-dope. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Anti-Evil 2 with the brand new subscription. Welcome, I appreciate that. That's really good for me. And then I haven't retreated yet, so we can retreat for free back to this guy. And then I think I've got 13 cards left in my deck. I think I'm actually supposed to... I'm going to nest ball and double check what we've got in here. I've got 2 patches and 2 energies. So if I hit patch plus energy here, I can actually knock this Yveltal out. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Sycamore here and hope to hit patch plus energy in our 7 cards. Maybe I should have ended there. Yeah, I definitely should have ended there and, like, taken all of his cards away, because we're dead to Lysandre now. Lysandre plus energy. Yeah, that was a small mistake. We're less likely to get the two things we're looking for with that line, though. I guess Reverse Valley, like Reverse Valley plus energy, or Reverse Valley plus patch also. I guess patch doesn't work if I don't Sycamore, because then I don't have a Dark in my discard pile. So we're dead to Energy Lysandre here, or Energy Verse Seeker. Yeah, they almost certainly have a Verse Seeker. Yeah, I think I should have end. I think ending gives us the higher probability to win the game. It's a lower probability to knock out their active, but it's a higher probability to actually win the game. Hey, Carrick. I will be in STL for the regional this weekend. I feel like, much as one of these decks cost on the digital client, it varies based on the cards. I started with cards from a buddy of mine, and then I've been buying lots of different pieces for lots of different decks, so I don't have a good estimate of like what a single deck costs. I'm gonna put a Super Rod in here. I think the Nest Ball's been kind of medium, and I've wanted to be able to recover stuff from my discard pile a few times, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw a Super Rod in and see how that feels. I'll be playing. I think I'm playing Rainbow Road. Pretty sure we'll play some of that. We'll play some of that here in a little bit. Aren't Shaymins a little more expensive than what do Shaymins come out to dollar-wise? Like Shaymins are like 25 packs, right? Or like 18 packs. So like Shaymins are like 18 bucks a piece, aren't they? Because like even if you're playing like 1 to 2 Shaymins, the decks are more expensive than that, I'm pretty sure. Oh, God, these Shaymin starts are so miserable. This is what, the third? Test the Night March match, but make sure to play grass Shaymins. Ugh. This is just like the third Shaymin start in a row. Super feel bads. I'm like remembering why I cut the second Shaymin from this deck and was playing an Orangu or whatever it is. Hey, Danny. Search your deck for 1 basic EX or 3 basics and put them onto your bench. Those are a lot of Fennekins. Well, I mean, this hand doesn't do anything, so we'll end. Remembering why I put this deck down. This hand's okay. Let's go ahead and Hoopa, get some stuff going here. We get to go ahead and get, yep, Darkrai. Again, this is just like, is Oranguru, is that right? Is that how it's supposed to be? Go ahead and slide this Reverse Valley out here. I'm going to Ultra Ball and not get anything with it because I want to just not... I want to draw cards over those. I'm so off this deck.